Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Pigskin Addicts, back again with another video. So this is just going to be a quick video, but this is something that I've seen. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this if you are keeping up with the Chargers and draft news and things like that. But it looks like Malik Nabers was looking around for houses in the LA area yesterday. He was on, I believe it was Instagram Live. There is a video out there. I know it's been posted a bunch on Twitter, but I wanted to play it here, but the audio from it is very low, so I don't think you guys would be able to hear as much of it as I would like you to. But the video is out there. You can go and search it and see for yourself. He was out there looking at real estate. He obviously had a visit with the Chargers. And I think, this is not everything, right? We can't take everything away and say, oh, man, okay, this means that the Chargers are going to draft Malik Nabers. Now, do I believe that he will be the draft pick? Yes, I do. I do believe that he has shot up draft boards. I think he's probably the number one wide receiver on the Chargers draft board, and I know he's number one wide receiver, number one on a lot of teams' draft boards, based off of his pro day performance and based off of the lack of performance from Marvin Harrison Jr. Right, he just didn't want to participate. But I don't think you can take everything away from this, but I do think that it's a good sign. Some of the players and prospects that come in, they don't normally do this. They don't go house hunting without like certain, assurances from different teams. So they have pretty much an assurance from a team that says if you are available at our pick, you're going to be the guy that we're going to be picking. Some teams do this. Now, there's also situations where teams will lie to players about this, and this is something that I've seen over time too. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember, but this is way back when. This is the 2005 draft, so this is when Reggie Bush was projected to be the overall number one pick. I don't know if you guys remember back then, but the Houston Texans had the number one pick in the draft. Now, they ended up picking Mario Williams, and a lot of people were shocked by that. I was shocked by that as well, too, because Reggie Bush, he had the phenomenal career at USC, and he was projected to be the number one pick. And I remember watching this video of Malik Nabers, it made me remember that interview with Reggie Bush where he was being interviewed about potentially playing for the Texans and things like that. And it was an interview he had just gotten done looking at like real estate in the Houston area. So he was talking about, he met up with some realtors and they took him around to see some houses and things like that. It kind of reminded me of this here. Because if we were to believe Reggie Bush back then we would have known that the Texans lied to him. They told him, we're going to take you, be prepared, start looking for houses and things like that out here. And they ended up taking somebody else. He ended up going to New Orleans. We knew how that story ended up. So again, like, this is not everything. You can't take everything away from this, but I think he would not have done this. He would not have posted this publicly if assurances were not made that, hey, you're going to be the guy that we're going to go get with the fifth pick. So a lot of this might just be, posturing by the Chargers. I don't know. We have no idea. Again, and I've said this before, this is going to be Harbaugh and Ortiz's first draft pick of this new era of Chargers football. So we have no idea what's going to happen. But at this point right now, I hope that he is the draft pick, because if he's not the pick that the Chargers get, right, or if they do end up trading back or something like that, this is going to be a bad look on the Chargers, and it's already going to be a negative mark as far as the front office is concerned, because it would have meant that they probably lied to him. Hey, we're going to get you with the fifth pick, and if they don't end up picking him or end up having the fifth pick at all, then a lot of this is just going to look like foolishness. And I don't want this new administration to take up that mantle of being fools, right? That was for the Telescos and the Staleys of the world. I want to leave all that foolishness behind. So this is a good sign, but again, I don't think you can take everything away from this. This is not something that you can hang your hat on, because players have been assured, all throughout, different drafts, and the teams weren't there to pick them, or they went with somebody else. They had last minute changes of heart. There's a lot of things. This is a human business. This is all run by humans, and people lie all the time. So, I hope that this is not that situation, but overall, I think the takeaway, this is a good sign. This is a good sign for the Chargers. This is a good sign for us fans, because you're not going to go and look at real estate in places where you're probably not going to get drafted. I think he's had meetings with the Patriots. I think he's had meetings with other teams. We didn't see him, looking at real estate in the greater New England and Massachusetts area, right? We didn't see that. We see this now, and obviously it's something to look at. California is beautiful, especially where he's looking at out there by the beach, close to the new practice facility and stuff. It's a nice area. It's something to look at. It's eye candy. But again, we cannot take everything. We can't base everything off this. There's a lot of posturing being done right now as far as the draft is concerned. And the real offers are going to start coming up here within the next few weeks, I would say. There's a lot of posturing. Teams are taking phone calls. They're talking and things like that. But as the draft comes closer, and as you hear, a lot of these quarterbacks are going to be, drafted within the first, 4 picks. It could be all quarterbacks the first 4 picks. We're going to see how serious these teams are. So if the Chargers get a call and they get offered something that they absolutely cannot refuse, right? Remember this video, because I'm telling you that's when the serious offers are going to come. And it's really, there might be an offer that the Chargers can't refuse as far as going back in the draft. And as much as I like Malik Nabers, if they get an offer that they can't refuse, if there is multiple picks in this, right? Maybe there's a player that they like that can come over too. Like, there's different scenarios that will make different GMs and different coaching staffs really, stop everything they're doing and really evaluate and say, hey, this looks pretty good. Maybe we should pull the trigger on this. So I would not put it past Harbaugh, would not put it past Ortiz, that, if an offer comes in that good, they might take it. So let's not take everything away from this. I think it's like a 40-second Instagram live clip. Let's not take everything away from it. Let's not put all our eggs in the basket. Let's wait a little bit. Let's see. Prospects have been lied to. Better prospects than Malik Nabers have been lied to about situations that were going to happen in the draft. So let's just pump the brakes a little bit. It is a good sign, but let's wait until his name is called, and let's wait until he puts on that Charger hat on draft day until we actually start celebrating this. So just wanted to provide some perspective for everybody, and just kind of bring a little levity into the situation here, so that way everybody is not, if something does happen on draft day, everybody's not devastated, and tweeting a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So let's focus on the draft and what really happens on that day, because that's going to be what's written in stone, as they say. Not this now, not this posturing. So let's pump the brakes just a little bit. I like this, but I have my reservations about it. And again, until he's wearing that Charger hat and he's posing with the commissioner on draft day, then I'm going to be skeptical until then. But that is all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who is still rocking with me. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all of the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. I will keep dropping content as much as I can, and as much as I see fit. All this news is coming across my desk, so I have to discern what's a topic that's worth making a video about. And I think this is something that is worth making a video about. So again, that's all I got for this one, guys, and until next time.